What's up YouTube world? Welcome in or welcome back. We're going to get straight into today's look of another one of my favourite characters, Venom. Stick around until the end of the video to see more pictures of the completed look. So to get this going, I've already mapped out the base of the look with the eye, mouth and half face split. We're going to start with the teeth. I'm using skinny brow pencil to get these in. I drew these fairly randomly with a picture as a guide, so go ahead and get this iconic badass Venom teeth in there. As long as they're big and sharp, it doesn't matter how it looks. Once you're happy with the placement, you can start filling in with the white face paint using a skinny brush, outline first, then fill. Now mix a little red into your white paint to form a pink for the gums and use skinny angled brush to fill. Alternatively, you can use a pink eyeshadow. Next, grab a skinny brush and black paint. Leave the very top and bottom of the teeth for now and just line and fill in between first. You'll want to be really accurate here so that the black doesn't slip into the white. Now grab your white paint and skinny brush, then start lining and filling the eye. When going over the eyelid, you'll need to tilt your head back so the lid is semi-closed and so that you can still see what you're doing. To make this line as accurate as you can, then at this point you can add a second layer of white and really make it pop. Next, grab a liner brush and line up the bottom of the gum, then you can go ahead and start filling in the rest with a large flat brush. It's optional if you want to paint your neck. Then using your liner brush again, start outlining the eye and the top of the gum line. Be sure to give it a good thick outline so there are no chances of slipping into the white when you start to fill out the large section of black. Continuing with the skinny liner brush and black paint, paint over the half face break line and give this a thick outline too. And fill out these little sections so it makes it easier for you when you paint in the main black area. Now we can start painting in all the black with a flat brush. When you get to the eye area, use a skinny brush to clean up the lines for the white and the black. Then set this with powder to avoid any black and white transfer. Go over all the black paint with black eyeshadow to completely set and deepen even more. Do the same thing for the eye in white. Now this next part only really applies to my ladies out there, but if you're a man and it's your style, then go for it. So now I'm going to do my makeup starting with foundation and setting powder. Next, use an eyeshadow brush and a light brown. Apply this under the lower lash line, in the corner of the eye, creating a V shape and into the crease. Use a swiping and round buffing motion to blend exactly where you want the product placement. Then use a darker brown and do the same thing, but apply this slightly lower under the first colour placement. And now use a little black to do the same technique, focusing more through the crease, corner and lower lash line. Grab a flat eyeshadow brush and brown glitter and use that on the lid. You can then draw in your winged liner. Now buff in some extra black with a slim brush to give the lower lash line more intensity. Now for some lash primer and mascara. If you don't ever use lash primer, I would highly suggest it. Not only does it condition and protect your lashes, but it also helps to give you more length and volume. Now pop on your mascara, ensuring you apply over and under your lashes to get maximum coverage. Now that's finished, we're going to add some light shadows into the eye using an eyeshadow brush and small amount of black eyeshadow. Do the placement like I'm showing you here, then go in with another eyeshadow brush and white to highlight all the areas, and then a skinny angled brush for all the edges. Go back in with a slim eyeshadow brush and black like I'm showing you here, then go around the darkened areas to soften the transition. I'm now using a little white face paint and liner brush to make the edges pop. Now use an eyeshadow brush and a black eyeshadow to buff through the half face break line. Now we can start applying the thread-like tendrils. For this I use a skinny liner brush and place the product randomly, so go with whatever you feel like. I started with skinny lines and once I had a base of threads I went back and I thickened some of them out. Now use an eyeshadow brush and buff through the paint at the top of the gum to blend out. Now you can go and fill the remainder top and bottom part of the teeth and top up any areas that might need it. Grab your white paint and liner brush and pop in some highlights above and below the teeth on the gums. This can be fairly random placement. Then use a clean slim brush to buff that white paint out to soften. Use the same liner brush and white to give some random highlights over the black and then add white highlights to the thread-like tendrils as randomly as you like. Now the last thing to do is just to buff the very corners of the smile with some black eyeshadow. So that's going to do it for today, guys. If you got something out of this video, please give that like button a hug, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. Check out my other videos like this because they're all exclusive to YouTube. If you want to get in touch, give me a follow on Instagram, send me a DM and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Also, send me your version of this look. I want to check out your skills. So I really appreciate your support. Thanks for hanging out. Stay awesome. Until the next one.